Oh, that's why the shit wasn't. Maybe it was on. I don't know if it was or not. So actors and actresses and shit or something. Oh no, I wasn't on. That was my fault. Oopsie. Anyways, what's good? You don't have to be a Virgo sun sign for the messages. You can have Virgo anywhere in your chart, you or whomever. Uh, what was I gonna say? Oh, yeah, I'm about to change my fucking thing to that. That's about to be my thumbnail for everything forever now. Because that's just how I feel. Literally. That whole meme is literally how I feel. Just, that's just me right now. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. The reading's not going to resonate with everyone because it's general. So, it may resonate, may not. Parts may resonate, may not. Doesn't matter. Use your discernment throughout the whole reading because you don't want to pick up on shit or deal or take on things that's not yours, situations. Also, you can be the villain in your own reading. Not every Virgo, I'm about to say Taurus, not every Virgo is out here doing the right thing, whatever that means for whomever. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it, shall we? I was supposed to be doing collectives after I did the first part of the first readings, and then I was like, nah. So somebody or something can be stiff, whatever that's about. It could be a protest going on somewhere. Something about Billabong or I think, is that surfwear? I think it's like surfwear, but I may be wrong. Even though with a Leo, you can be a cusper because I just got shown off my moose knuckle. So something about Glorilla or whatever. Is that like a what is it called? Camel tail or something like that? Anyways, I'm getting that scene on, was it Blue Streak, when I think it's Luke Wilson. Is that Luke Wilson or is that the other one? Yeah, it's Luke Wilson. Owen Wilson is the other one. They're brothers, but Luke Wilson, when he was like explaining what Martin Lawrence did, whenever they went on their first little mission or whatever the fuck they had, it was like a call-in, and a dude was trying to say that somebody stole some rims or some shit, but really he put them in the back of a truck. The guy put them in the back of a truck. He wanted to report them stolen so he can get the money. And so Martin Lawrence, since he knew crime, he knew people, thieves and whatnot, he was able to solve the crime first day on the job. So I don't know if that's it. I don't know what that is or that means. That could be something for somebody, but I'm getting more so the scene where Luke Wilson was like explaining what somebody did. So somebody can be like explaining what you did, because it was like amazing or some shit. It may not be like that. Maybe you saved somebody, you saved something, or you did something, or you was like a savior or something like that. Of course, it don't have to be that deep and whatnot. But it could be anything. But somebody could have saved someone or saved, somebody could have been like a savior or something like that. If it's not that, it's like you might have done something that somebody is just like wowed by or something like that. Something about getting a grip on life. So you guys could be potty training something, a kid or a pet or something like that. It's not for everyone. Alright. So you can be getting some type of clarity. You could also be opening up about something. It's something that's important that you got to pay, that you need to be paying attention to or be careful when it comes to. This could be you can be the go-to guy or girl, or vice versa. You could be going to your go-to guy or girl for something. You may be trying to come up with some type of strategy, or you and somebody could be trying to come up with some type of strategy. This could also be like matchmaking. I don't know if you're like dating or something like that. Or collaborating. Yeah, team project. So you guys, it could be a team project here where it's just like you did something that was like amazing or wowed someone, and they're just like talking about you or about how amazing it was or you were or whatever. This could be a job situation. But some of you guys, you could definitely be collaborating. This could also be a support group when it comes to something. I don't know. This could be grief counseling, or, well, not grief counseling, but maybe. But this could be like grief or loss or something. You could have lost someone. This could be like a breakup, or you may be feeling like discouraged, or I don't know, maybe you're just down and out. This could be like depression or something like that, or somebody else. But you got owl here. You can deal with the Scorpio. You don't have to. You can have it in your chart. It's something that you see through. You see through some type of facade. I don't know who that's about or what that's about. You can deal with the Sag. You don't have to. Some of you guys, you are some of you guys, this is like careful doing something the first time, or careful getting to something new. I'm not trying to be like, don't do it. No, just be careful. This can also be like you physically doing something and it can harm you, or it's like doing something too quick or whatever the case may be. This can be shooting, anything of that nature. Because some of you guys, you could be archers. You don't have to be. You could be a shooter. Maybe you're learning how to shoot. I don't know. It could be anything. This could be as simple as a basketball. I have no clue. But yeah. Now this can also be you could be going to somebody to help you out with something. So let's go ahead and see what's good. It's like to unlock something, to open something, to understand something. Some of you guys, you can be, yeah, something could be locked, like with chains and shit, or maybe going to a locksmith. It's something that's locked though. So you're trying to get into something. Hopefully it's not breaking in, or you're trying to break out of something. I don't know. This could also be like something requires for you to use your brain power. Dome piece. But it requires you to think. So this could be like a, you know, sometimes like escape rooms and shit like that. Be something like that. It doesn't have to be, but it could be like the energy of. But there is a solution to a problem. However, it means that you have to just be careful. This is like on some jigsaw shit. You know how like they really had to do something, but they had to be careful because one wrong move or one wrong this or whatever the fucking case may be, whatever trap they had set up on them, it was a fucking wrap. But anyways, this can definitely be, this could be about dating or something. Got the Lovers here, you can deal with the Gemini, you don't have to. The Moon, yeah. Five of Wands, who just had this? Taurus, right? Yeah, I just did Taurus. Hopefully you're not doing, yeah, Taurus is definitely here unless you just got it in your chart. But I don't, what's up with this? It's that same energy. I shuffled these, did I not? Maybe I didn't shuffle enough. It's crazy because we got the Lovers here as two people, but it's a man and a woman. Then you got the Moon here and it's two people, but it's two females. So I don't know if you're with somebody, but there's some other females that's lurking in the dark that's trying to get with you or some shit. I don't know what this is, like when you're a hot commodity or some crazy shit. It doesn't have to be that deep. You can be a man or a woman, or it could be some females doing some shit behind the scenes, or trying to like throw some dark shit your way or something like that. You could be a female, you could be a man. Like you could have a relationship and it could be like an air sign trying to throw some dark shit on your relationship or your way. Or air signs. Knight of Pentacles, that's you. So, maybe you're the one with the key. So you're the one that got the solution to something. So somebody can be, you can, like I said, you can be the go-to girl or guy or somebody else, but I feel like you can be the one that's the go-to girl or guy. You can have Saturn in your chart, you don't have to. You can be the one with the solution to help somebody else out. With what? I don't know. What's up with this? Just careful. Just be careful. I don't know why I haven't gotten to that yet. Yeah, Leo is here. Some red flags going on too. But anyways, could be Capricorn. It's not what I meant though. I meant to say Taurus. So there is like, I don't know, this is like a party or engagement party or something like that. Oh, that's random. Maybe you're trying to, maybe you are an event planner or some shit like that. Like you're trying to plan some type of something, some type of event. This could be like a coming home party or going away party or something like that. That's not for everybody at all. Somebody could this could be like the military service, or this can be like school or something. That's not for everybody. The Five of Wands is here. I don't know what that's about. I'm gonna leave it alone. So what's up with this? What's it to be careful about? Or this is somebody else that needs to be careful when it comes to, who knows? Could be anything, or who knows who or what or whatever. Yep, Seven of Swords and shit falling and whatnot. Hold up. All right. I know everything's falling. Three of Wands and Seven of Swords. So this is like not, this haven't happened yet. That's, I don't know who that's for, but my bad. Doesn't matter. I ain't gonna get into it. Yeah, but this is you with the solution. So you're the one with the solution. You can be this King of Swords. You don't have to be a man, but you can definitely be a man. The Ten of Wands. So it's like you having a solution to something makes someone else happy. You know, with the Pisces, but it's like you're kind of like, you're the one with the insight, or you're the one with the clarity. You're the one with the key to unlock something, or you're the one that's being helpful to someone else. It may take you a minute, but I don't know. Even though it's a Sag, yeah, you don't have to. You have it in your chart. But so you guys can be life path 3, 6, master number 33, life path 8, or life path 1. You don't have to be. Now I'm seeing the Six of Swords and the Three of Swords. So I don't know if you broke up with somebody, moved on. But then there's the Eight of Swords here too. So would this be the clarity? Maybe you're going to like a psychic or something. I don't know if you're going to a psychic or a tarot reader, or I don't know, to kind of get some type of insight on what you should do. To get some type of insight of what you need to do or what you can do in a situation. His is also all fucked up. This shit is like dirty. Should be mad annoying with the fucking trucks and shit. Anyways, but it's like somebody's trying to help you implement a strategy to do something here. What is this? Or this is you, whatever, you know. Something about Facebook. Why are your cards want to fall? In Narnia. I'm tired of getting cards out of Narnia. So they pull me the fuck in. Yeah, Judgment. You deal with the Scorpio. So you... Oh, okay. Alright. So you're trying to find a solution to a situation, right? So you go to somebody that's supposed to help you with this. I feel like to kind of maybe give you a second opinion, or this is about the solution. Like, how about you do this, or how about you do that? Judgment is here. How to shoot your shot, or how to do something here. Maybe you need, is this pointers on how to like finesse, or how to Mac or some shit. Like, what was that shit called? Yeah, like on Insecure when she was like, "Can you teach me how to hoe?" I'm not saying that's what it's about or whatever, but it's like you really need some type of like direction, or somebody else needs like direction on how to implement this strategy to unlock something. And that's what this judgment is about. Or it could be about a Scorpio. Whatever the case may be, I feel like this is like after you reflected, or after you have because I feel like this is purpose behind this. I mean, for you or whomever this is for. And you're the perfect person to go to when it comes to planning and shit. So somebody's like, okay, I got this strategy, Virgo. I'm gonna need you to help me with. Do you have any solutions to this problem? I don't know if you're in tech. I don't know what the fuck this is. But anyways, it's like you're like, yeah. I feel like this is after, or this is you, or vice versa, whatever. I feel like this is after you have evaluated something yourself, especially if this is you need. If you're the one that's asked for this, it's like after you evaluated something yourself, after you have reflected on whatever this is, you're just like, and then you evaluate it yourself. You're like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna need like another set of eyes, or I'm gonna need another. You just need another opinion, a second opinion, or something like that. You or whomever. And I feel like this is something that's been going on for a minute though, because the Knight of Pentacles is not something that's like, they take their sweet ass time. So this is something you've been damn near thorough with. It's like all the ins and outs. You have tried to look at it this way, that way, flip it, smack it, whatever, And you're just like, yeah, it's just not, it's not happening. It's not something, whatever this is. Some of you guys is gonna be a car. That's not for everybody. Yeah, something going on that you don't know about. There's definitely something going on that you don't know about. You can deal with the Aries, you don't have to. You can have it in your chart. You can deal with the Aquarius, you don't have to. You can have it in your chart. You can deal with the Cancer or Pisces, you don't have to. You can have it in your chart. I feel like this is just the energy. I feel like that's what this moon is. It's the fact of not knowing what's going on, but coming up with the strategy. That makes a lot more sense when it comes to the Seven of Swords, because the Seven of Swords is not always bad. It really depends on the situation. I feel like this is just a strategy. Hopefully it's not a scheme, because with the moon here, it's not looking too lovely, if you know what I mean. Like, it's not looking fresh and innocent. It's looking real sneaky. So you coming up with some type of scheme or something? Like, what's going on? Or somebody needs you to help them come up with some type of scheme, some pyramid scheme. Hopefully not. Somebody can definitely like muffins, or something about a bakery or something like that, or something about blueberry muffins, or muffins in general. This could be about like a weight problem, a muffin top, or how to come up with ways to sell like weight loss something. Somebody's trying to come up with some scheme. I ain't gonna lie, that's for somebody. They're trying to come up with some type of pyramid scheme or something to get people in so they can make money, and that's probably like for 1-2 people. Come up with some type of like scheme or something. Because when I was getting Facebook, I was thinking about the network. So what is it called? The social network, where dude gotten like, it was some people that came up with it first, but then they weren't doing anything with it, so he came up with a better solution and ended up taking their idea and actually making something. And so it was a whole it was a whole spiel. They took him to court, everything. So it could be something like that going on. Hopefully not. They was bumping. They should have kept it on. Okay, anyways. But yeah. So can we talk for a minute, Berg? You can be saying that to somebody. I really want to know your name. You're looking at an Empress. She got her back turned though. Or no, she's looking at you. You got your back turned. So you're spinning something around, or the tables are turning, or something like that. It's not for everybody. Somebody can drive like a Honda, like a SUV, Honda SUV element, something like that. It doesn't have to be an element, but one of those fucking Honda SUVs. So for somebody here, they feel like their purpose is to do whatever this is. Whatever this is they came up with. They're just like, yeah, this is the strategy. This is my purpose. This is what I'm supposed to do. And you're going to somebody asking them how to help you do this, or vice versa. They're coming to you asking you, yo, Virgo, how do you help? Can you help me put this into action? Can you help me put this into like, put this into motion, or do something like put it together? I don't. That's what I'm getting. Put it together, in whatever way that is, because you're like intelligent or you have insight. You kind of know what's going on behind this. You know what's going on behind the moon, or vice versa. And I'm getting recommendations. It's like you know what's going on behind the moon, but somebody else can't see that though. They don't know what's going on behind the moon, but it's like you got insight, or you kind of have like you have like a fucking VIP pass or whatever the fuck. It's like you're able to see what's going on behind closed door number 1, 2, and 3 and whatever. It's like you're kind of up there with those people, or you have that access. You have like some type of access, some clearance. And I'm thinking of Archer whenever he was like, I got Q clearance. Whenever he was using somebody's what you call it, get on a Navy base, or no, it was a military base or something. I forgot what it was, and he was using somebody else's name to get on a military base or something like that. He was like, wait, I got Q clearance. And then he used the dude's like number or some shit. I think it was straight. It was either Slater. It was somebody he used. It was either Slater or somebody else that he used. He used their numbers to get on base. I'm guessing they don't know what the person looked like. I don't know. Anyways, but that was on some, man, I miss Archer. I missed the original because, you know, after Mallory, she passed like what, 2 years ago? No, maybe a year ago or so. I forgot when she passed. And I'm just like, damn, because she was like the best fucking voiceover to play his mom. She was one of my favorite characters. A fucking mess, but one of my favorite characters. But yeah, Sag. Archer. Exactly. Yeah, Archer. Some of you guys could just be watching Archer, but there is something here where it's like you can go behind this moon and see what's up, and kind of, it's like you can go under the hood of this car and spot something out and know exactly what you need to do, or what you need to put in it, what you need, whatever. It's like somebody going to a mechanic and like, okay, I don't know what's going on with it. I kind of know a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but it's something else that I don't really know. It's like you can't see it or something like that, but you take it to a place, to a person that actually knows. They're like, oh, I know what it is, and then they go in and they kind of like fix it or something like that. But if for it to be a strategy, usually cars are pretty much simple, basic for the most part. So it's like it's not really complicated. It's not really like that type of complicated. It's not complicated like that. For someone, it's not like open heart surgery or something. For a person who does dentistry or orthodontist is not going to know shit about open heart surgery. You know, it's things like that. And maybe they will, but you know what I mean. So whatever this is lurking. This can also be somebody who's trying to like. This can be hunting. Somebody can literally be a hunter, or you're learning how to hunt. Man, this is the type of shit I need in my life. I mean, I've been wanting to do a lot of this stuff for the longest. However, people are so fucking lazy. They don't want to do shit. They just want to sit back and eat and order DoorDash, and which is fine because, you know, I'm lazy sometimes too. But it's like, damn, you know, I want to get out and like learn how to do these things, because you never know when this shit is. It's not even you never know. It's good to just know these things anyways. It's like simple, basic shit. Learning how to fish and hunt and shit. That should be normal. That should be something we should learn in school. Because like, damn. Fuck learning calculus, because calculus not gonna help me get this money when when I don't have certain type of education. Anyways, somebody could be from like Iowa or something like that. Anyways, but yeah. So or Utah. But yeah, this could also be somebody or something lurking around your property, because we got woods here. Some of you guys could be in the woods or out of the woods. Now I'm getting, see, I'll be getting like snippets and scenes of certain shit. Now I'm getting that scene on Atlanta where Paperboy, he got rushed into the woods because these kids were trying to rob him. They were trying to rob him because he was like trying to keep it real. He was, he was a celebrity, but you can't be a celebrity on regular streets. They don't, unless you got that type of pull. He didn't have that type of pull, so these kids pretty much checked him, and they was about to rob. They robbed him a little bit. They took his chain. They took one of his chains, or something like that, and I forgot what else. But he got rushed. And the dude had a gun, and Paperboy ran into the woods, and then it was this whole situation that was going on in the woods where he was like, I don't know if he was hallucinating or shit was just fucking with him. And then he finally, I'm getting the scene when he finally got out of the woods and he was like next to like a 7-Eleven or some bodega or something like that. I don't know, but some of you guys, it could be a situation like that. I don't know what the fuck that's about. So you guys could have a horse or a ranch or something like that. Somebody could have something like that. You don't have to. Or somebody's playing like an RPG or something. It's random. I'll be getting all kinds of shit. But judgment is here. What's judgment? Yeah, practical planning. I'm smelling like baby products. Like, what's Johnson & Johnson, the baby lotion, the pink shit. I don't know why I'm smelling that. That's random as hell, but okay. Okay, now we got the 5 of Swords, 4 of Swords, 8 of Wands. This for the judgment. Yeah, slow down. I don't know who that's for. This could be a situation where somebody have no choice but to kind of like do whatever this is. This is like what is it called? Hold on, I'm about to say the wrong word. This is like a test trial or yeah, some type of test or some type of trial. I don't think I'm saying it right. Yeah, maybe it's like some type of trial. I don't know what is going on. Okay. This can be like, when people go and get when they rally up people to test something out for money. So this could be like, somebody comes out with a new cream or a new, this is a new drug or whatever, and they get people to come in and test it out to see about the adverse effects or the negative reactions, negative, all that. Negative side effects, shit like that. I don't know what the fuck going on. This can be about like animals though, so animal testing. What the fuck is going on? There's a lot of shit going on here, bro. Yeah, about that day, whatever that's about. Somebody can have like PTSD. Somebody may also, it's something about shit lurking in the dark. Yeah. Somebody can live somewhere where it's like, it can be wooded, really wooded, but it's some shit going on. For real. Shit lurking in the dark and whatnot. Strange creakers. Somebody can be by a creek, because it is water here. Strange creatures and fucking like, how do I say, doppelgangers. What the fuck is going on? You got people here with masks on and shit, but no clothes. This can definitely be some, there's definitely some creatures, alright? Something's not non-human. Non-binary? I forgot what that meant. Isn't that like, They don't claim anything, or this is, I don't know. What is non-binary? I gotta look. I forgot that was Hall and Oates as well. Like they had some really good music. um, non bi non-binary person, not related to, composed of, or involving just two things. Aristotelian ontology is non-binary on the second level in that it allows for degrees of being, denoting having or relating to a gender identity that does not conform to traditional binary beliefs about gender, which indicate that all individuals are exclusively either male or female. So this is pretty much someone who does not identify as man or woman. So, but I'm getting creature. So that's what I'm getting. So what the fuck is going on? So somebody's like, I'm non-binary, so they say they don't fall into, they're not falling into this or that. But I feel like this is like creatures, like shit that's not a fucking dog. It's not a wolf. It's not a it's not a this. It's not a that. I don't know what. I don't know what the fuck. They're human though, or human-like. But look at the hands though. The fucking fingers are like pointy, and they got these masks on. But they naked. It's like, what the fuck is this? And it's at night, lurking in the dark. Like, what the fuck is this? Somebody could be capturing something on a cam or something like that of some shit that's like, it's some type of fucking creature that's not human, but it seems human, but it's not. What the fuck? Somebody lives in the mountains somewhere too. Yeah, you know, the Appalachian Mountains is real nice and all in the daytime, but I'm good at night. I had to think about that when I'm talking about going up to certain places. Not necessarily hunting, even though I think you can, but you can go up there to fish and all kinds of stuff. But I'm guessing certain places you don't want to be going up to. Look, he about to fucking crash his little bike doing these tricks. All right now, kiddo. Those raspberries are not cute later on. Well, he ain't gonna care. Boys can kind of do that shit. I live next to some mountains. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck this is. This is unstable creatures. I'm just kidding. Maybe not. But they come in at night though. This is at night. You see I don't know if you can see the fingers, the hands. You can't even see it, but the shit's mad pointy. It's not normal fingers. I know they're naked. I don't care what the fuck YouTube does about it. But the fact that this shit is lurking, like some Loch Ness fucking monster, I don't know what that is. It's like creature or monsters or shit that can grab you in the dark or just lurking. Like, it got red eyes too. I don't like that at all. And she got the same fingers. Yeah, these motherfuckers, I don't know what this is about. I don't know what, I just got into my neighbors hearing you on my speaker. So they probably know what the fuck going on. They probably like, oh, I heard about the creatures. Yeah. We know. I don't even know why I'm talking like I'm country bumpkin. I mean, I kind of am, but I'm not talking about that. Like I know where you're at. You may not be, you know. In Mexican culture, we have a lot of those creatures called the oh, okay. I don't know nothing about none of that. That's interesting to know that I'm sitting here like, what the fuck is going on? I'm trying to figure out, making sure I'm not going crazy or the shit that I'm seeing is real. But she literally in the woods. She's in the woods. There's mountains here. There's water here. There's some trails. It's at night, but these creatures are not normal. They're not human entirely either. And somebody that got nightmares going on, shit, people lurking with the fucking Seven of Swords is definitely, I don't know what that's about. Maybe you're trying to figure out what to do about a situation. Or somebody's like, Oh, for somebody, this could be like a fucking like somebody's looking to on some uh on some Annabelle conjuring shit. Okay, okay, all right. Somebody is looking to get some spirits out of their home, away from off of their property or something like that. I don't know what this is. If it's not spirits, it's some shit, something that's lurking. Somebody's definitely like, okay, it's like pay attention, but you got careful here too. Like focus. It's something to do with cameras. Cause I feel like something, you know how sometimes when people be getting like capturing shit on, and it'd be like the shittiest cameras and the shittiest camera footage. It'd be like, what, you know? But this is precise. It's like something that's good. It's like somebody may have to set up like a nice ass camera or something to catch some shit at night. I don't know what the fuck this is, bro. Or somebody's trying to hunt something specific. But somebody's trying to come up with some solution to get rid of something, or a solution to catch something, to capture something. Yeah, I don't know who that's for. I don't know what it entirely is about either, but I'm gonna leave it alone. Somebody could be in or from Georgia. Somewhere in Georgia. Yeah, 36 minutes. It's time to go. Four of Pentacles. The Emperor. You could be a man. 10 of Pentacles. Family. 2 of Pentacles. What the fuck? Yeah, what do you do? 7 of Cups. Somebody is definitely like, I'm not gonna say all over the place, but could definitely be like confused, or something's confusing. So we definitely got PTSD from seeing some shit, or it's hard to go to sleep because after what you've seen, I don't know who the fuck this for. It's like, it's scary. I remember me and my best friend, I don't forgot, when was this? How old were we? Were we in high school? We might have been. So this is like, you know, fucking damn near almost close to 20 years ago. But it's like we were on her, mind you, this was in the countryside somewhat. We were on her trampoline, chilling, looking up at the sky, you know, but she had one of her dogs off the leash, but she had a leash on him, and we had him hooked up to the trampoline, like the pole, like the poles on the bottom. And I remember, you know, this dog was real attentive. The dog was very vigilant. So we laying there, you know, chilling, just looking up at the sky, I forgot what we were doing at the time. But it was at night, and we heard, like, you know how dogs are when they're like, they don't know what the fuck they see, or they don't know what it is or what's up, but it's something, so they like get prepared, like it's kind of like a warning almost. But I don't know, when dogs do that, when they're like like they got to see what's up first so they can know if they need to fucking like alert, bark, whatever. And as soon as he did that, we looked up, and mind you, at the time, see, she lived on the corner. Okay, I don't know how I'm gonna be able to explain this shit. All right, this is the main street right here, right? This is like the street that goes up. Her house was right here, right? The first house on the corner, and it's a street here too. So I'm gonna just do that. This is the main street, and then it's a street here. Her house was right here on the corner, fence and all. If you take the left coming up the hill, the main street, if you take that left, and you go down that street at the time, only one person lived down there. Her grandma lived next. It was like the trailer that's right behind, like, you know, next door, pretty much right behind. And then after that was her great grandma, which I don't know if she was alive at the time. I forgot when she passed. And then I think it was one more person down that road that was like kind of way out, you know. It was like nobody else is back there. Nothing else is back there. And I think there was in some, you know, a nice trailer or whatever. And that was it at the time, because nobody else lived on that road at the time. Because it was other shit that went on at certain places that was down that street. Like it was I don't know if it was a murder suicide or something, like it was some other shit. I don't remember. But everything else was vacant. It was like nobody living in any of the places that was down there, or the trailers and whatever that was down there. Nobody lived in them. Um, they were like abandoned or something. But her house being right there, there's nobody really around her on that street. You got to go up a little bit more. So it was nobody down that road. It couldn't have been a person. That's one thing I knew. It was not a fucking person. I knew that shit wasn't a person. I couldn't see it because it was all dark. But the way that motherfucking thing was moving, I was like, nah. Like the dog was getting ready to bark, and then once the shit got kind of like clear, like moving, like walking down the street, because it wasn't really any lights down that street either, and it was kind of a long road. Then the dog really barked and was like alert. We got up, we looked, and this shit, like, it was coming towards us, but it was doing, like, yo, when I say I don't know what the fuck that shit was. And as soon as the dog barked and was on alert and shit, like, we was gone. Like, I was like, I took off. We both kind of took off. We was like, oh fuck, the dog. We left the dog out. If I'm not mistaken, we left the dog out there hooked up to the trampoline. Yeah, we booked because we don't know what the fuck that was. Like, literally, I mean, I didn't get PTSD from it, but we were just like, yo, what was that? It was not a human. Because like I said, nobody lived down that road that's gonna be walking down that street. Because ain't nothing. It was nothing. It was dark. Nobody was down that street. Nobody was down that road. Everybody was old. There was a great grandma and a grandma, and who else? The other people, I don't think they ain't gonna be walking. They was not walking down that road. We don't know what the fuck that was, but the shit wasn't human, but it definitely wasn't something on four legs walking. No, this shit was standing up, doing I cannot explain the shit, but you had to see it. I was like, I had to adjust I'm like, hold up, what the fuck is that? Like, literally didn't know what it was. I'm pretty sure it was some type of fucking creature that's out here in these fucking woods, certain places. You would know what I'm talking about. I know people know about the Appalachian Mountains a lot, because it goes from Georgia all the way up to West Virginia, I want to say. I forgot how far up the Appalachian, that goes up there. It's like, and it spreads too. Tennessee, fucking North Carolina, it goes all the way up. And you hear all these stories about, especially deep into the Appalachian Mountains, you hear all these stories. I haven't went deep in. I went up to, like, I go to Cherokee at times. I go to, which is in, like, North Carolina. It's not far, from where I'm, whatever. But you got Cherokee I go up to, but I don't be lurking out, and about out there and shit. Certain other places I can go up to. Blue Ridge is nice. Those places are nice and whatnot, but you start to think, like, because a lot of them have a lot of land that is for sale. And people may feel like, oh, that's cheap, whatever. Shit, it's probably because shit go down. You need some dogs. You need some dogs. You gonna need maybe electric fences. Just shit that secures you, or shit that's secure, because you don't know what the fuck going on out there. And you hear I don't know if you hear all these stories, but I heard all these stories about the Appalachian Mountains and the shit that the creatures and the people, all that shit that be out there in those woods. And it's just like, people be capturing all kinds of stuff. And I'm just not capturing, like literally capturing, but on cameras and stuff like that, video of like this things, creatures that's is unexplainable. And I know there's other shit out there. I remember somebody telling me, like, you really believe in all this stuff? Are you fucking kidding me? You think we the only people? Nah, we can't be the only people out here. We cannot. We got skinwalkers right now that act like they fucking normal. There's plenty of them. I came across a couple of motherfucking people. I'm just like, nah, you something else. Oh man, I remember I knew a person, I worked for a person, whatever, that reminded me so much of Jeffrey Epstein. Like, he looked like him, but not entirely. I can't explain it, but that made me think, with the energy in his eyes and stuff, that he definitely was like a fucking demon. Or I can't even say it like that, but you can tell when somebody has been completely turned out. Like, I don't know if it's because all the places that he been, or the fact that he used to be around a whole bunch of celebrities, and he knew this person, that person, and on top of that, he was a roadie, I think. So being on these buses and these tours with all these different fucking like um singers and art, like groups and stuff, like sing groups, oh my goodness, you know what I mean, like shit like that, rappers and all kinds of stuff, like, you know, they was partying, you know, they was doing shit, you know, they seen a lot. And it's just like, when somebody's been doing that for a long time, you know, they got turned the fuck out, and definitely was in some shit that, you know, that was very much so, like, just compromise your whole fucking soul. That's kind of, oh, it's almost that time. It's kind of, we got 3 people left, nice. It's like that, like, you can just tell when somebody has been compromised. It's kind of like, what was not like the Blair Witch Project, but it's a shit ton of, like, movies and shows that show stuff like that, when people get possessed, or they get turned out, or they get, like, almost on some sinner shit. You know how that was. It was about vampires, but I know it really was about, it was a lot of other stuff too. People are so annoying because they don't understand shit, so they're just like, sinners was this, that, and third. It's like, you do not know what the fuck they was getting on. It was like, it's more so about the industry, the history behind our music in general, but especially ours, because we, like, people don't just get things. People don't just get famous and get things handed to them. Nah, you get born into shit, but you still go through some of the same trials and tribulations. But people don't just get shit handed to them, and they, you know, they don't have a price to pay. They got a price to pay. Shit, we got a price to pay. We get a better paying job, we paying more taxes. That's the price right there. Like, it's like as simple as that for normal folk. But the people who are celebrities and all, they got bigger prices to pay. Like, it's way more to it. You can't tell me that it's not a coincidence, or you can't tell me that people who, all these younger people who grew up in you know, the industry at, like, real young, and went through this and went through that, and really been through some things, turned out now their mind is gone. It's like they got all these issues and whatnot. You can't tell me that that's just some type of fucking coincidence. Like, it's more than one person. It's so fucked up. It is. And nobody's protecting these fucking kids, bro. Like, barely. You got parents that's selling their kids out so that they can have money for the rest of their fucking lives, because they're greedy bastards. So they'll make sure that their kid do some shit, and, oh, just go ahead and take my kid, and I'm not going to be around and see what they're getting into, what you got them getting into. It's like they're pimping their kids out, or they're selling their kids off so that they can live comfortably. That it happens a shit ton. A lot. It's always a price to pay. Like, always a fucking price to pay. Even if the shit's small, it's something. Even when you think you're doing, like, a good deed or good things and stuff like that, you end up getting into, like, situations where you lose something. You gain one thing, but you lose something else. It's like, you may not be able to see your family as much, but you're gonna make a lot of money doing, you know, truck driving or whatever, you know, which I'm not saying there's anything wrong with those things, but you lose something. You always lose something. It's wild though. It doesn't have to be significant, but it's big enough to know that you sold out. And so I feel like everybody sell out. It's just not as in depth as other people sell out. You know, it's not as extravagant. It's not like we Diddy. We not all Diddy. You know, we not all like Clive Davis and shit. You know, whatever. Hold on, my bad. And Q, I don't even know what that is. Lorona, Kai QQ. I don't know if I'm maybe saying that. I'm probably butchering that shit. Listen, I don't like to go out at night unless I have to take my dog to pee. Yeah, I understand that. Hell no. Leaving the dog. Yeah, we kind of left the dog. I think we did. Because I was like, oh, I said, oh, the dog. I was like, fuck that dog. We went in. I think we did get the dog eventually, or she got her dad to go and get him. But we definitely, but we slept like a baby. It was crazy. It was wild, you know, but it didn't traumatize us, you know. But it was traumatizing, but it wasn't like, it'd be different if it was trying to attack us and on some other shit. That'd be a different story, you know. But it wasn't that deep. I love paranormal stuff, but the Appalachian Mountains is something that is really scary to me that I couldn't get really into. Yeah, I stopped watching that stuff after I got haunted. The road to hell is paved with good intentions. Yeah, I mean, that was mostly, I'll be watching some people that put a big collaboration of TikTok videos and shit like that together, and they just react off of them and be making like, you know, be having mad subscribers just by doing some lazy ass shit like that. Which it is what it is. I'm not trying to knock anything, but it's a lot of people doing some of the same shit to gain subscribers, which is smart in this economy. If you want second income, if you want to do something like that, I thought about it, but I'm not a big conversationalist. I'll be trying to understand shit and whatnot, and some people just be watching it just to react, but not to really like understand it. But I like to understand what the fuck it is that I'm watching. But yeah, I'd be watching Q Hef sometimes. No, what's his name? iTrek. Who else? I don't really do Q Hef too much. What's the other dude name? I forgot his name. He's like out in like Arizona. Black dude. Forgot his name. And then there's another one. He looked kind of like my cousin. It's a few people, I forgot their names. I haven't been watching them in a while. But my one person I watch a good bit is Black Balloon. But he don't do TikTok mashups and stuff like that. He be actually doing research on other things and going in depth with that. But I've been watching him for a while. But yeah. They be sometimes having like a lot of clash ups or a lot of things put together about the Appalachian Mountains and shit like that. The shit that people be seeing and whatnot. I have a card down here? Damn, I had a card down here the whole time. What card is this? The Ace of Wands? Damn. Alright, Virgo, I gotta go. I'm over here. Oh, I had two cards. See, we over here. We fucking up. Damn, the Ace of Wands and the King of Wands? What's this about? So something, this could be you could be a Leo. That's my Leo card, the King of Wands. You could be a Leo. You may be trying to start something. Because if you bring these two together, that's the Two of Wands. It'd be completely, sorry, the King of Wands holding two. So it'd be like the King of Wands and the Two of Wands is what it is. For me, the Two of Wands is what it is as far as like adding one and one together. So you could be planning on doing something here, starting something. If you got Leo in your chart, you could be a cusper. You don't have to, but you could definitely be starting, like thinking about starting some type of business or some shit. Or whatever. Anyways, it's been real, Virg, my bad. I'll be going off on some of these on whole tangents and shit. But I got 3 signs to do, and I think we got enough time to do them. So I'm going to try to make sure they're not as long. But we got Aquarius, Sagittarius, and Pisces left. Alright. And then after that, I guess I'll just do collective readings. I don't know. I just been, I don't know. Alright, I'm out. My bad. Yep. Leo and Vedic. Oh, yeah. I do Vedic. So that's probably what it is. Because that's literally, that would be Leo. And if I get Leo and a Virgo's reading, it's either you're a cusper or you're a Leo in Vedic. And there's a lot of people who don't know who their signs in Vedic. Which a lot of my Vedic resonate with me way more than my Western placements and whatnot. for sure. So I'll be trying to tell people, put people on to that, like, yo, you may actually resonate more, you know, especially if you have certain, say you have certain placements that's not the same as your Western, of course. You got certain placements, you may be able to resonate with that more than the Western placements that you have. So if you have like Virgo in the 3rd house and Western, and really you got Leo in the 4th house, and I don't know, you know, whatever, and it's just like it hits different, so you may be able to understand yourself more, because I never resonated with my Western placements, like barely. Like some of it's like, yeah, but most of them, like, I mean, I see how that can be, but I feel like Vedic is it way more hits it right on the head for me. But yeah. Alright, I'm trying to get my money up. Yeah, I understand that. Aren't we all? Aren't we all? Well, not for everybody, but I'm the same. Yeah, why you walking all cool? Alright. But yeah, I gotta go. Pisces is next. So later, Virg people. Watch Leo reading, because it may resonate more with you. Appreciate the likes.